EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. It is the opener of the 2024 season for these two teams. And off we go on EA Sports. The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Play action. It's Penix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. That's to the tight end, Lawrence Cager.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Penix on 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the give, it's Robinson. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They motion the slot man left.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He throws right side, down the field, and it is brought in.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Okay, break.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Penix. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything, there is a marker down. These points may come off the board. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And Falcons have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's Willis. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Here's Jones. Room up the sideline at the 45.
Let's go now. Cowboy 8.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It's Johnson. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And he's not going to get away. We're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
To throw is Willis. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go!
Willis now to throw. He's got Parham, his tight end.
Let's go!
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Willis to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw, here's Willis. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Okay, ready?
A run here with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready!
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
Nice run that time, and Bijan Robinson, I mean, what can you say, Mike, about his rookie season? Over 1,400 yards from scrimmage, and you know what the crazy part is? I think there's a lot of room for him to continue to improve both himself and the system that he's operating in.
Come on, set! Ready?
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Down Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Johnson. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. He'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the 1st down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, go!
Willis. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Agnew on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down
19,
and 10.
Tiger, 19, ready. Set, go.
Now Penix. Now he'll run. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
Generating explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground, is the goal of every offense, Mike. But when you're able to generate those plays with your quarterback's legs, man, that's an element that makes these offenses hard to defend.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Set up.
Here's Penix. This pressure is relentless. They get him again. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Set. Hut.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Wilson in motion. A design run here with Jones. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. Throwing, Willis. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. They put Wilson in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the ground, it's Johnson. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They put Wilson in motion. Go! Throwing, Willis. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
First and 10. Willis now to throw. Metcalf calls in that one. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. Metcalf makes the grab again. What can they do here on third down and 7? Now Willis. And this is going to be problem defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Willis. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Ready, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. One of the Steelers has it.
Every team in the league, they worked on scoop and score, and they got the scoop part right. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of lead blockers out in front of him. They were trying to get their buddy into the end zone for 6, but he's going to come up just short. But his offense now trots on the field on the doorstep of the goal line in prime position to come away with 6.
After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. They'll run with Johnson. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80.
One more time with Johnson. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his second touchdown here in week 1. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Falcons 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Agnew on the return. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Warriors 70, 70. Ready.
Now the lefty panics on first down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now Penix to throw on second down. Open man downfield. That's London. And he'll be brought down. What will be the final act? Now a 3rd and 2.
Set up.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Set. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Slot man in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Penix. He'll get this to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Bronco 80.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
They motion the slot man left.
Huh.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Ready, ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Johnson. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Johnson.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That is caught by Washington. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
18 Maverick, 18 Maverick. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Go.
Here's Willis. He'll get that to Wilson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First down, Steelers.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. That one caught by Wilson. They face second down and 7.
Let's go. Come 19, come 19. Hut.
Willis to throw. This one complete to Washington. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. And now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Ready, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They put Wilson in motion.
Hut, hut.
Willis now to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
To throw, here's Willis. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and he's into the end zone. Darnell Washington, touchdown Steelers. And this impressive Week 1 performance continues as they add yet another touchdown.
I just can't stress how impressive this performance has been today, Mike. I mean, not only on Week 1 to find yourself on the road, but to really dominate and have the efficiency early in the season offensively. And you could tell they were prepared coming into the start of this season, and boy, have they showed it.
The kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 31, Falcons 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Agnew on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Set it. Go.
From the gun, here is Penix. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by...
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set. Set, go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too long. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I consider...
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays